Okay, what is happening, Cucumber Squad, and welcome back to the Fables Fear Now joke of the day. This is my second pick from my last community post, and the winner of that post, the second winner of that post, is someone by the name of Ipsoc, right? And your joke was, after a successful career, a proctologist decides he wants to become an auto mechanic. For his final class, he has to take apart and rebuild an engine. When he gets his results, he has scored 150%. He then asks the teacher, why 150%? Well, that's odd. And the teacher says, well, 50 was for taking the engine apart. The other 50 was for putting it back together. And the final 50 was for doing it all through the tailpipe. That's pretty cool. It's quite clever. I enjoy that. Anyway, your reaction request was none other than my absolute favorite human from my favorite band, Tyler Joseph. I want to know. I am shocked that I have not reacted to this yet. If you go to my 20 Øne Pilots playlist, I've reacted to just about absolutely everything of theirs. But I haven't reacted to this, which is surprising. So let's just get straight into it, man. Let's see what this genius has got. Oh, it actually might help if I actually just put some earphones in, right? It might help to do that. Okay, let's get straight into it. Let's go. This dude is too... I really haven't heard this. I can't believe this. And you know Tyler Joseph is the one playing that piano, right? Because this man can absolutely do everything, right? There's nothing this man can't do.
And I tried to sing for you. I tried to live for you. I tried to keep the truth. Oh yeah, I failed to sing for you. I failed to live for you. I failed to keep the truth. I want.
Okay, so straight off the bat, you can see this is like, it's old Tyler Joseph over here. Like, it killed me that at that time, like, he didn't have confidence in himself. So he's like, I tried to sing for you, but then I failed. Like, he's actually saying he failed. Like, this man has never failed to anybody that he's ever sung for, or anybody that he has ever tried to live for, and whatever else. But he was in such a state of mental decline at the time. I'm so glad he's out of it now. That, you know, he was in this dark place, and everything that he created specifically around this era was all around his insignificance and his inability to be relevant to anybody, or his thought process of he's not good enough for anybody. So although there's a lot that when he put that stuff out at the time, there was a lot that people could relate to, right? It was still hard hitting to you know, to think that he was in that position. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I really haven't heard this. Let's go.
I want to know.
People look at him and think that he will live his life so perfect, even what they don't know is a way to die. Cause the only reason why he think his life is lit is because he knows that he will never understand. People look at him and think that he will live his life so perfect, even what they don't know is a way to die. Because the only reason why he thinks his life is lit is because he knows that he will never understand.
Again, what he said over there, which I'm assuming is the hook, is he's basically saying, don't judge a book by its cover. People look at me from the outside and they don't realize that everything I'm putting out is just a facade. They don't understand what I'm really going through inside, right? So I think maybe that's how he tries to equate that I failed you, or I failed the truth as well, where it's like I'm showing you somebody that I'm actually not, right? My whole performative existence is not really who I am. I'm actually down in the deepest depths of depression. Not feeling great, but I'm pushing my facade out as if like everything is just fine. So people take that, people perceive it that way, and they say, no, Tyler is, he's famous, he's talented guy, But the one thing, the amount of times that Tyler has talked about death in terms of, suicide and things like that in his younger years was like very, very concerning and very sad. But we all know how the story ends. Him with 2 beautiful children, an amazing band, an amazing partner in his band. This guy's just a G, man. This guy's just a G. And once again, you notice that common thread of in all of Tyler's music and 21 Pilots music, where they take something that's depressing and they put it on an upbeat type tone where it actually sounds uplifting, but the lyrics are quite heavy. Tyler's very good at doing that. He was always very good at taking the hardest hitting things that would literally shatter your heart to pieces and putting it on an upbeat tone so that it's not hitting that heavy, right? You can still breathe a bit. It's not like James Blunt, go and cut yourself type instrumentation. And you did.
Trying to live for
and you did, thankfully.
Trying to keep the truth.
And you may not have, but at least the truth came out.
Failed to sing for you.
But you didn't.
Failed to love for
But you
you.
didn't.
I want to know. I want to see. I want to be with you.
This is a plead for help where he says, I want to be with you. It's almost like I want to be with you, but I feel like I'm not going to be with you soon. Right? He says, like, when I am weak, I actually want to be with you, but when I am weak, I just don't have the strength to be with you, and it might come to the point where I won't be with you, essentially. It's just very, very dark, this little genius, but we know where it all went, so it's all good.
I want to know.
People look at him and think that he will live his life so perfect, but what they don't know is it makes him so easy. The reason why he thinks of life as bad is because he knows that he will never understand.
Again? Sure. I want to know.
Again, sure. That gave me goosebumps. That was like it's almost like he's trying to reiterate it. It's like, maybe you haven't heard me well enough yet. Maybe I should repeat this. Right? Again, it's almost like it's an underlying, underveiling cry for help where it's like, maybe they didn't hear me the first time or the second. Should we do this again? Maybe you'll hear me this time. Come on, man.
Again? Sure. I want to know. I want to see. I want to be with you when I am weak.
I love this piano. 21 Pilots and Tyler Joseph are just so different. Their whole sound is like, it's unlike anything you'll hear from any other band. So that was quintessentially Tyler Joseph from that day and age. Even the production value of this, I've mentioned it before when reacting to these Tyler Joseph early version tracks of his, that the production value isn't all there, right? It actually just sounds like he's doing this in his room or in his basement and whatever else. But I've also said, and I maintain that, I would never, ever, ever change that. The authenticity and the realness and the sound, even though it's not like high production, that's what makes all of these pieces so special, right? It gives it a different element. It gives you an element of looking into the authentic building blocks of Tyler Joseph, and it comes with that sound. It comes with that low production, every single one of these is like the Mona Lisa in the Louvre. It just needs to be absolutely cherished. And yeah, that's what I really love about these pieces, where Tyler Joseph used to do this himself. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below. This is absolutely epic. Thank you very much for the request. I will catch you on the next one. Peace.